If you're still not selling on TikTok Shop, what are you doing? It's already pretty much guaranteed that TikTok is not going anywhere. In fact, TikTok is actually going to be getting its own American app in the next few months. So if you haven't started selling on TikTok Shop just yet, then you're wasting a lot of time and you're leaving money on the table. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can easily get started selling on TikTok Shop. And I'm going to give you a couple of shortcuts along the way that can help you, one, get started a little bit quicker, and two, scale your business a lot more efficiently and faster. So the very first thing that we need to do is simply go to seller.tiktok.com. This is where we're going to go ahead and choose where we're going to be selling. Are we going to be selling in Europe, Asia, or the Americas? In this case, I'm going to be selling in the United States. So let's go ahead and click on enter here. Now it's going to take you to this page. So from here, all you have to do is simply click on sign up now on the bottom, and then it's going to take you here. All right, so here what we're going to need to do is simply just go ahead and sign up with either our email or our phone number. I'm going to be using one of my emails. Got to go ahead and verify. All right, so let's go ahead and verify this as well. Let's go ahead and set our password. Okay, so at this point, this is where a lot of people get stuck. So a lot of people aren't sure whether to go with an individual, a sole proprietorship, a corporation, or a partnership. Now, if you're just getting started, if you don't have your own company or an LLC or anything like that, just go with individual. All you're gonna need to provide here is your social security and also your form of ID. Now, another thing you might have to provide later on, which I had to do actually like 2 or 3 times, is some sort of document that has your address on it that matches your ID. So make sure you have that, and make sure that the ID that you're using now, you have something that matches that address. Besides that, you have a sole proprietorship. So if you have a business, if you're doing, let's say, doing business as, you're going to go with this one, or a corporation if you have an LLC or something like that. And you have the option for a partnership. We're not doing any of these. We're going to stick to individual. We're just getting started, testing out the waters if you're just getting started selling. So we're going to do that. Go ahead and click on next. Now here we need to upload our ID. You have the option to either upload your driver's license, your state ID, or your passport. So I'm going to go ahead and upload my ID really fast. Now keep in mind, you might need to re-verify your ID. It's happened to me a couple of times, so just so you know. Oh, it's a little bit too big. All right, so I had to resize the ID because the picture I took was a little bit too big. So now let's go ahead and verify all of the information that it's giving us. All right, so after we make sure that all the information is correct, we need to then go ahead and provide them, or provide TikTok with the residential address that, again, is going to be on any sort of letter or anything that you get that has your name and that matching address. So please make sure of that, because this is absolutely crucial. Now here it says which option applies to your address. I always go with this is my residential address, because a lot of the times I know a lot of you, and myself included sometimes, have actually done that in the past. So if that's the case, feel free to put that. If you have a dedicated address for your business, you can do that as well. Now we need to choose a shop name. So what's our shop name? Let's do something cute. So I'm actually opening up a niched store right now. So let's see, what are we going to be naming it? Let's do something like Trending Picks. Is that available? Trending Picks? With a K, actually. There you go. Because we're picking stuff, not taking pictures. Then we can go ahead and add a shop logo. If you have a logo yourself, if you have your own brand or something like that, I suggest that you add a shop logo. I'm not going to do it just yet because I just want to get started selling. But this is something that you should do because it does help you out with brand recognition, and it just brings a lot more trust to somebody whenever they jump into your page or to your shop page and they see that you have, you know, your own logo. It looks nice, it looks clean, professional, and not just blank with just a bunch of random products. So I suggest you add a logo. You can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that later. Then we need to choose our primary product. So what are we gonna be selling? Ooh, somebody's already using top trending picks. So let's just do top TT trends, like top TikTok trends. Hasn't told me that it's not available, so I'm gonna assume it is. All right, then we have to choose our primary product, right? So what are we gonna be selling? We can go ahead and choose. I'm gonna be selling a little bit of everything, right? So maybe we can go ahead and let's do toys and hobbies, because I'm gonna do a lot of hobby stuff here as well. All right, so we have that. Now we need to go ahead and make sure that we verify our email address, one that we're using, and our phone number. So let's go ahead and do that now as well. All right, so we verify our phone number along with our email address. So we're good to go here. Now just make sure that everything is correct, that everything that you see on the screen is correct. After you do, go ahead and click on submit. And now our application has officially been submitted. Now, typically, it does take about 3 business days for you to get approved, but you can start getting everything set up right now, which I'm gonna show you how to do. Besides that though, sometimes you do get approved within just a couple of minutes, and then other times you get rejected automatically. This happened to me a couple of times actually. What you need to make sure that you do is, because I've done both things that I'm about to tell you, right? First, go to edit. Now from here, we're going to have to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you see where it says the proof of address? That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. You need to upload a proof of address, so that way they can verify that the address you're talking about or you're giving them is the legit one, it's a correct one. Okay, so what I'm going to be uploading is just a bank statement. That's what I usually upload, and it works perfectly fine. So now I'm going to click on next, and submit. Okay, so now it's reviewing the documents. They'll probably get back to me in a little bit or later today, or I'm not sure. But again, we can continue working from here. So now we need to add a shipping and return address. So over here where it says add the shipping address, do you want to use this information for shipping? Yeah, we can go ahead and use that. Now we need to edit our shipping settings, because by default, we're using TikTok shop shipping, meaning we send them the stuff, they pack it up, and they send it off, or they provide us with the labels as well. We're not doing any of those two. We're going to do everything ourselves. So we're going to just simply click out of that for now. Let's go back to the home. Okay, so now we need to start adding our products. We need to add our tax information and link our TikTok account. So first, I'm going to click on add products. Now we're going to go ahead and click on add manually. And now in order to add our products, this is what's actually going to start taking us a little bit of extra time, but I'm going to speed it up by using the automation shortcut. So in order to automate our product importing and even our order fulfillment and our product research and really everything, I'm going to go ahead and integrate autoDS to this. Now, autoDS is going to help us import products in just a few clicks. If we do this manually, we're going to have to go ahead and upload our main image. We also need to go ahead and name our product or copy and paste it from whatever source that we're sourcing our product from. Then we have to choose our category. We have to go ahead and put in a description. We have to put in the sales information, the shipping information, and everything. So we can go ahead and do this manually if you choose to, or we can, again, start off with automation. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to go to my autoDS account over at autoDS. And if you're not a member of the autoDS family just yet, you can go ahead and take advantage of our 2-week trial for just $1. So that way you can experience the power of automation, and you can see how well it works and how easily it helps you set up your store and scale. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. So once you have everything set up and you're registered, you're going to need to add your TikTok account. You're going to have to connect the TikTok account with your autoDS account. And doing that is super easy. You do it in the registration process, but this is what it looks like. So you're going to have an option that says add store. It'll actually be up here, but for me, it's over here because I have a bunch of stores linked. Then we're going to choose TikTok shop and then continue. We're going to choose United States because that's the only one that's currently supported. But if you are trying to dropship outside of the US through TikTok shop, we are going to have support for that coming pretty soon. So then we go and click on continue. Now we need to go ahead and authorize the app for our TikTok shop. So we're going to click on North American seller and United States. Go to next. Now we can go ahead and choose this. Make sure that this says unlimited, so that way it never expires. The connection never gets cut off. We can go ahead and put in our information here. And then we don't have to put our phone number, so we can just simply click on confirm and install. And then I acknowledge, authorize, and done. Now we can officially automate our TikTok shop for dropshipping. It's going to take us back from here to our autoDS account, just the TikTok store. Just go ahead and choose the option that you have available. And we are officially good to go. Now let me show you how we can actually start importing products to our TikTok shop this way. So we actually have access to all of these different products through autoDS. We can choose either any from the handpicked products or the marketplace. The handpicked product section is actually my favorite because these are all legitimately picked by hand. These are picked by expert dropshippers who have a specific criteria in mind, so they know exactly what trends to look for at what times of the year. Trust me, it's super helpful. So from here, we can simply just look through the different options, and you can either search by category based on, maybe if you want to get into a niche, or if you want to sell a little bit of everything, we can do that too. I'm actually pretty interested in this hat right here. This looks pretty good. This is something that can definitely be TikTok trend worthy. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and import the draft. Now, besides that though, we do have a little bit of extra information so we can see, how much the item costs, how much the shipping cost is, the potential profit. We also have a saturation score that shows us how many people are trying to sell this, and an engagement score which shows how active it is on social media. As you can see, the engagement score is at 60. Or it's over 60, it's at 70. And that simply just means that there's a lot of activity on social media for this. So there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of hype, especially now that we're in summer. Winter's going to be coming up pretty soon. People start stocking up their stores now. And you have a bunch of different competitors where you can see examples of other stores that are selling the same exact product. Although these are Shopify stores, they're not TikTok stores or TikTok shop stores. So once we import that to our draft section, we're going to see it here. We can click on the click to edit, and then we can go ahead and edit anything that we need. We can optimize the title with AI, so that way we don't even have to think about it ourselves. AutoDS will do all of that work for us. We can choose the category, even though it's already automatically pre-filled. We have the description, where you have the entire description of the product itself. I don't like this. I don't like when it has images in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to delete all of it. I'm going to click on save really fast. And then I'm going to optimize the description with AI. I'm going to make it sound a little bit more professional with a balanced temperature. And that's going to take the information that it has from the title and everything that I can get, and it's going to make it into a description. So as you can see now, a text description is way better than all of those crazy images. So the high polar fleece baklava winter ski windproof cap is an essential accessory for outdoor enthusiasts seeking warmth and protection during cold weather activities. Perfect start. So we can leave it at that for now. Then we have our variants, which this is actually my favorite part, because at this point we can take the guesswork out of all of our pricing. And I don't know about you, but for me, that's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with, making sure that I'm always in the green for profits. To do that, just click on edit in any one of these variations, and you'll see the fees are already defaulted to 3%. Your profit is defaulted to 10% and a 30-cent profit. So I like to change this to 0, and then I like to change my profit margin to, let's say, 50. So now you're going to see that the total profit up here changed, and the sell price also changes. So this sell price is how much we're going to sell our product for. This total